No, I'm sure there was something. A landmark they could have used to determine where the floorboard was. It must have been at the scene, I know it. Oh, I don't know what I'm looking for.
I don't even know what I'm looking for.
Maybe
I can't die here.
The candle? So if you lined it up with the where the candle was, you could have just gone to the candle and then walked out.
I mean, possibly, but that's a dumb answer.
Or like he counted the floorboards or something.
He counted the floorboards.
Magic circle? The fuck do you use the magic circle?
I know, that's why I went, ugh. It's like, how do you feel the fucking salt?
Unless it's like salt. I mean, you could walk on it and you would feel the grain, but it's still a stretch.
Yeah, exactly. I would like to use my light, please. I see!
I like how Hanny says that it's so low.
I know, right?
That's it. The magic circle. They used the magic circle.
Yeah, somebody when they were programming the game.
Circle.
When they were programming the game probably didn't crank that up right.
Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
You just hear him singing, crunch, 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 crunch.
I guess when it is singing, you probably would not hear that if you're singing.
Well, I think they were singing pretty loud, too, so.
I see.
Well, not enough for the...
So Keaton traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
I actually used my penis.
I used my tongue. I licked it up.
It's like, wait a minute.
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Like a circle?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
This is why I also think it'd be a stretch, because you still would not know where to exactly go in the dark.
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes? The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes?
But you're talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
So which is it? Is there any way to check?
Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
I see another piece of the puzzle. Drawing the circle with salt all but guaranteed that it would be temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence. Clever.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
Oh, do you have, like, photograph?
What a pain. We don't have any way to check it now.
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
They all gonna ignore him.
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Kibu and Monodam just need to kill everybody.
Hey, may I have your attention?
He just flashbanged us again.
Cut that out! It's too bright!
I apologize.
Fucking listen to me.
I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
They needed to make that face for him like this, like, I'm sorry. Little fingers.
About what?
I had Mew add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
My camera dick.
No way! Did you really?
What?
Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Why did you install it then? What was he taking photos of, Mew?
Please, let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
Alright, so what is this function?
It's an image recording function.
Mew, stop giving your classmates upgrades.
Image recording? Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I'll give it a try.
Hacks it up like a hairball.
That's cute.
From your mouth?
From your mouth.
I've also used magic like that before.
Oh, here we go.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Okay. Got it.
Like, if you think about it, like, Kibu almost had to be a robot. Like, a lot of these trials to work. Like, oh, we needed his recording, we needed this, we need that. It's like, huh. I reluctantly took the paper from Kibu's mouth. It's not like he has saliva. Just don't worry about it. So this is the magic circle used for the
Well,
seance.
Shuichi, do you notice anything?
I guess the lines,
Notice anything? Oh, I gotta poke him.
There! This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you, I never would have seen through Kyo's lie.
My lie?
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document. But that's a lie, isn't it? The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners.
I see he missed a line back there.
Which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
He ran out, so like, fuck it, it's not real anyway.
Different from the document after all.
All because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Hey, where's my thanks? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Hey, yeah. What was it you were saying about its purpose?
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health. Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
Why'd you have to scream it?
Hi.
Well, fun. It shows me healthy.
Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality.
While she is not wrong, I have known people who passed away because they were basically ignoring that their poo was bad quality, and they were like, nothing's wrong, whatever, I just have diarrhea for the last 6 years. So, like, take a look. My PSA. Continue.
Can you imagine if he printed out a picture of a shit instead of a circle first?
So, see? You're all grossed out. This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan.
Aw.
Quit talking about your poop. No one cares. You killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
So, Kyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions are fiction.
Nah, don't make me fight you.
Well, kind of should have saw this coming.
Well, yeah, but I don't like them.
The option, I will most certainly object.
But if
To
you
be
didn't give me
honest,
the
it's
option,
unimportant,
I wouldn't.
But it may be an amusing diversion.
Unimportant.
Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
I shall cut through your words.
If you are going to claim I am the culprit...
Oh god, I forgot. Why is this one so weird?
It was set up in the cage. The only people capable of that are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the key, so suspicion should fall on them.
True, we could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later. Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage. That was Himiko.
The only person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
I'll cut through your words.
Yeah, cut through them.
Yeah. Tell him like he owes you money.
The only person who could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kyo. That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth.
Ah.
You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth.
When do you see a bump in there?
Yeah, wouldn't you hear a distinct as you put it in, scraping against the other metal? Tenko would be like, wait a minute.
This is a stretch, man. I get it's a game.
It's a horrible stretch, but it is what it is.
And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth.
Yeah, you definitely hear like a sheathing noise against the iron.
Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, he knows he's not going to die from it if he didn't kill Angie.
What?
It's correct. Then why don't you give up already?
I think he just did.
Yeah, that's...
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much. Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't happen.
Yeah, so there is two killers, huh?
Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
What you talking about, Kyo?
You still don't understand? I killed Tenko. That is the truth. But it is meaningless in this class trial.
Why would he kill her?
Probably just for the experience.
The lulz, man.
Well, he's the fucking, I want to understand everything about humanity.
Yeah, that's kind of
what does it feel like to kill somebody?
He needs punched in the dick. Listen,
Not my
was
Kyo.
annoying, but this guy's a psycho.
Like, he is literally my favorite character for this game. You gonna bully him like this?
He is a psycho. He's a murderer.
I don't deny that.
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Yeah, well, that's right. What happens to your votes if there are two blackened candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served.
You see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie. For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue.
I mean, honey, it's still an issue, but...
We'll address it at a later date.
We're gonna have fun keeping Himiko from ripping you apart.
Imagine having your next free time event just visiting him. So, Kyo, what's going on?
What's up, big guy? Hey, how you been since the trial, dude?
Any sights in here?
We should probably take the cannon out of his room.
Yeah, probably. He's like, I can kill another person. I've been giving another opportunity.
Just keeps the loaded cannon ready at all times. He's like, oh shit, there's been a murder. Quick, somebody come with me to my room real quick. Just blam!
No issue. No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
How could I have
It's
possibly
Sumigi. For
killed
some reason, I
Angie when
feel like
couldn't
it's
even enter her
Sumigi.
lab?
Does she seem sussy to you?
He is a sussy baka.
It's just she's barely talking in this, and I just feel like they're just trying to get your attention off her.
I get you.
We can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you. If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Of course I understand. I worked really hard to understand.
No.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
Yeah, seriously, man, calm down.
It's voting time. I'm gonna vote for him.
No. Hey, Miko.
Simmer down, sport.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
really?
keep it down. You had your chance at Tenko. You blew it. Just chill now. All right? We figured it out. You can kill him for the next trial, all right?
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
I'm freaking, like, be such an obvious child as he ends up dead and be like, hey, Miko, honey.
I feel like if for some reason Kyo does survive this trial, if Monica don't do no bullshit, I feel like Kyo will be the next one to die, mainly to just blame Himiko, and she's gonna be the first like suspect.
Valid reasoning.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes? How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer?
Oh, so did he want to be blackened?
Okay, yeah. So
That's dangerous.
Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
I mean, that makes sense.
You're lying.
So yeah.
Tenko and
Yeah, he just wanted to get out of here. There was no he wanted to understand what it was like to be blackened. He just wanted to be an asshole and get out.
So did he think that, oh, the other person's gonna get away with this? Like, he thought their plan was so good that he's like, crap, I need to kill somebody too, so I can maybe also get out of here with the other person.
But then how did he? Then how would he have had so much time to do his plan though? Because like it would have taken time to like saw like and make that seesaw shit.
I mean, he could have done that a while ago, and then he just never really put his plan into action until now when he saw his opportunity, like, oh,
Yeah.
this person's dead, let's get the seance thing going now I can get this plan going. He probably did like a while ago, we don't know.
Yeah, clearly he's open to the idea, and his lab is on that floor a couple, maybe 10 feet, 15 feet away from those rooms, so he might have been like, oh, well, if I'm gonna do it, this is how I'm gonna do it. So he might have just started preparing that kind of crap before.
I mean, you also got to think of how long he's been trying to get people to do the seance. He's been trying to get him to do a seance this whole time. Like, he wanted you to do it.
Since we got into his lab, which was the first day.
He probably had this plan out for a while. Like my ass.
Okay.
Just like your cheekers.
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
I think it will be.
Any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
Yeah, there's sort of no other way to look at it.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
The culprit's one of you.
All right. We know that.
At times like this, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present
There we go.
No, this thing again.
phenomenal trial grounds.
Was it? It's me, it's not me.
He's so happy about it.
Why were you waiting for it?
He likes the feeling of spinning around the room. Kyo confessed to killing Tenko, but insists he didn't kill Angie. We won't forgive Kyo for what he did, but we can't vote until we know the facts. He just locks himself in his room from now on. I have pinned down the evidence and convinced everyone.
Split opinion!
Opinion.
Do we even have enough people to make it, like, split? I thought we had an odd number.
Well, I noticed one time they put one person out of it.
Maybe.
Like, I think the last time they took out like 2 or 3 people.
That makes sense.
Here we go. Whee!
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie.
I've got this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
He forced his way into
Okay.
Angie's research lab and killed her.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
Oh, that doesn't...
Found in
Wait, what?
Lab.
Okay, that would probably be loud. That would probably be loud.
Anyone could have entered my lab.
You just said that 2 seconds ago, buddy.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
Blackened?
Kokichi. Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
New rule?
Not possible.
He's doing double duty.
Added after both murders.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death. Can't we just vote now?
Mysteries?
I've got this! Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
Yeah, we know. We love you.
When we aren't consistent, our position looks weak. We have to work together. If we vote now, we'll never know the truth. You have to defend that point.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
Kia? What? I'm not sure.
Angie's research lab and killed her!
Angie?
But he couldn't get into Angie's research.
No, that's what I tried before. Crap.
The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
Oh, okay.
Anyone could have entered my lab.
You did Angie for the first one.
So Kyo did kill Tenko.
Kokichi. Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
So we'll see what's left, and then that's the first one.
I think it was Angie.
Not
no, it wasn't Angie. It's Kyo, I think.
That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery.
I've got this! Not yet. There's
still another mystery to solve. Kyo killed Tenko. Kyo killed Tenko and Angie.
Kibo! We don't know for certain killed Angie.
His way into Angie's research.
I've got this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
The katana was found.
Kyo!
Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko.
Kokichi!
Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He's planning to use the new
Kyo!
Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery.
I've got this!
Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Okay. Oh, I forgot. Button mashing. I hate button mashing.
Don't vote yet. Vote now. Don't vote yet. Vote now. Don't vote yet. Also, should they vote?
This is our... Yeah, why not?
It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder. And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
What's a mystery about Tenko's murder?
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Thank you, Miyu.
Well, Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit. But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene. I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
What clue are they talking about?
Well,
is it the blood? Right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes, the outlying piece of evidence at Tenko's murder scene.
This is it!
This is it!
The blood stain found under the floor. Maki and I found it during the investigation. It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Is that Tenko's blood?
That bloodstain was too far from Tenko's corpse to have been hers.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we found it. But the blood from Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
The bloodstain on the floorboard was dry because the bloodstain on the floor. Okay.
That before Tenko was killed. Yeah, the air. Was dry.
Blood was spilled before the seance when Tenko was killed.
I think it's...
It dried faster because the stain was smaller. The bloodstain was rather far from Tenko's body, wasn't it? Oh, sorry.
I think it was a seance thing, right? The first one that was on? Happened before the seance?
Okay.
That's it! The bloodstain wasn't from Tenko's murder. It was there before we started the seance.
Before the seance?
That should make it clear whose blood it was. The bloodstain from before the seance, it has to be them, Angie.
That's it! That bloodstain wasn't Tenko's. It was Angie's.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
Yeah, wasn't Angie killed in her research lab?
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
Ah, I guess that's possible.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities. We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab. But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start. So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
Places she might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Did Angie have business in rooms?
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
I do lie a lot, and I could be lying right now too. But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. Is Kokichi's statement true, or... Oh god.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a candle! To keep herself awake at night.
The wax effigies?
Hot wax on her body!
I mean...
That sounds like something only you would do, Mew.
Kind of.
I consent to that.
What did Kokichi see? Something Angie did. There has to be a clue there. Any ideas?
I don't know
what are the truth
She was killed in the empty room instead.
Gold Leaf Katana and Necronomicon, the Caged Child. Oh, she needed... Necronomicon, she needed a candle to burn the book.
Yes, she did.
There shouldn't have been anything in there.
Except for candles.
That's it!
Yeah.
She actually did want a candle.
I agree.
You're agreeing with everyone.
Well, I told you.
A little bit.
There is the hotel scenes in this one.
That's it.
He does indeed consent to everyone.
Yeah, for kinky wax play.
No.
No.
No. Angie was.
Is this gonna be another thing? Okay, hold on. I don't think Kokichi's the killer, alright? Is this gonna be a Byakuya situation where Kokichi found the body, put her in her own room to make it more interesting? And
Well, then how would she have gotten stabbed in the back of the neck, though?
He could have done that.
For the
If she was
lulz.
already dead, it doesn't matter if he stabs her again. Like, he could just be that chaotic.
Well, can't you tell if, like, wounds are post-mortem or pre-mortem?
I don't know.
Maki might be able to tell.
Not a fucking dead person enthusiast.
We literally play as the one of the ultimate detectives, so I think he'd be able to tell.
According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead.
After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab.
The lady literally makes wax sculptures. I imagine there's some sort of melting equipment.
So she went to
Said burn, not melt.
Fair enough, but I mean, I could probably start a fire with a lot of things in my art room.
And that's when the culprit attacked her.
That's why there was dried blood under floor.
Which means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held. Bravo, Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance. If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room.
No
If
shit.
that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's blood stain under the floorboards.
That's right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie. This must be Atua's will. Or maybe the power of magic.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that as fact already.